Does everybody know what a bus looks like? Excellent. So Arcola Energy, we do the engineering of zero-emission heavy-duty vehicles using hydrogen and fuel cell technology. The leading business doing that in the UK. So we do powertrain products, putting the systems together to make complete powertrains, doing the engineering that integrates those into vehicles. We do the fleet support, which means that those vehicles that can then operate in the real world in real fleets. And we're also doing project development and project management, for example, working with Liverpool City Region to put a fleet of buses into the first development of that big ambition that Mark's just talked about. So we're doing all of that. And I guess that just tells you about Arcola. I guess the reason for doing hydrogen and heavy-duty vehicles, there's a number of levels of that. Let's look at the vehicle level. The case is that you get more energy by weight. So for a commercial vehicle, if you want to do zero emissions, but you don't want to compromise your payload, you want a solution using hydrogen, which stores your energy, a fuel cell that integrates with a battery and then drives the wheels, because you get your range and you get your capability of going the distance without losing your payload with that setup of technology. If you try and do it with batteries, you will end up just carrying batteries around with you. So that's the vehicle level. At a fleet level, what large commercial vehicles do is it gives you a good demand for hydrogen as you put in a number of vehicles. So the 25 buses we're doing in Liverpool, that's half a ton a day of hydrogen just at that scale. So as that goes upwards, it's building the case for infrastructure as you put the vehicles in. So you haven't got to put the infrastructure in and wait for the cars to turn up. You're doing both at the same time. So you've got a business case for investment. And as the fleets get bigger, that case gets stronger. And I think the third level is at the system level that was talked about earlier, is as we're going on a pathway towards putting hydrogen at scale in some of the industrial cases and the big investment in large-scale production that we were just hearing about, what fleets of vehicles do is that gives you that scale early. So you can put down fleets working on a back-to-base model that allows you to develop the scale of hydrogen use, the demand side, that builds out the production and supports the pathway then to doing the large-scale things in industry and heat that may be a few years off, but you can do the transport now. And the reason for doing the transport now, come back to the political and policy question, is that you get the benefits of zero emissions, buses in your cities, reducing emissions from heavy-duty vehicles, but a pathway to zero carbon as you take the carbon out of the hydrogen production in the long run.